Continuing my analysis of the origins of the Gospel of Luke, I wanted to single out a specific example in which we can actually see Luke's writing process at work. So let's take a deeper dive into it. In Matthew and Mark, there's an odd story that takes place when Jesus comes to Jerusalem. In Mark, Jesus is hungry and sees a fig tree, but doesn't find any fruit on it. He curses the tree from anyone ever eating from it again, then goes on with his day. After driving the money changers out of the temple, as one does, the next day his disciples notice that the tree he cursed has withered. In Matthew, Jesus cleanses the temple, then curses the tree and it immediately withers. Luke doesn't seem to like this story, but the way they try to fix it is by turning it into a parable. Then he told this parable. A man had a fig tree growing in his vineyard, and he went to look for fruit on it, but did not find any. So he said to the man who took care of the vineyard, "For 3 years now I've been coming to look for fruit on this fig tree and haven't found any. Cut it down. Why should it use up the soil?" "Sir," the man replied, "leave it alone for 1 more year, and I'll dig around it and fertilize it. If it bears fruit next year, fine. If not, then cut it down." Rather than cursing the tree and it dies, this parable mercifully gives the tree another year before judgment. As Luke tends to do, it borrows its unique material primarily from Josephus or from Aesop or the story of Ahikar. "O my boy, thou art like the tree that was fruitless beside the water, and its master was fain to cut it down. And it said to him, Remove me to another place, and if I do not bear fruit, cut me down." Clearly, the part about the man going to look for fruit and not finding any is taken from the other gospel narratives about Jesus and combined with this. It may seem unnecessary to mention that this fig tree was in a vineyard, but it makes sense if you consider that the two parables that follow it in Matthew, the parable of the two sons and the parable of the tenants, share this setting. Luke places the parable of the tenants later, just like the others after the cleansing of the temple. Since Luke typically doesn't repeat details, the vineyard setting was likely transposed from the parable of the two sons, which neither Luke or Mark share. Deconstructing the story raises historicity questions. The flexibility of the chain of events and the time span between Mark and Matthew make it doubtful that this could be a literal story. If there was any basis in actual events, then to fully demythologize it, we could see it as an etiology for a dead tree which was said to have been cursed by Jesus during his lifetime. The textual clues that his disciples heard it and remembered it later are probably the underlying reality more than it happening immediately. Now, while Luke displays a willingness to contradict Matthew on the genealogy, the nativity, and the death of Judas, they do not seem able to contradict this narrative shared by both Mark and Matthew. Rather than omit it, however, they seem to have no problem fabricating a parable from an earlier source and attributing it to Jesus. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been informative.